Hello students, welcome to 5th session of chemistry of basic science. In this session, we study the topic catalysis. The concept of catalysis was introduced by J.J. Berzelius in 1835. From the knowledge of rate of chemical reaction, it was observed that the rate of reaction is influenced by the presence of certain foreign materials called as catalysts, and the phenomenon is known as catalysis. Thus, the substance which alters the rate of chemical reaction without taking part in the reaction is called as catalyst. The process of changing the rate of chemical reaction by use of catalyst is known as catalysis. There are two types of catalysis: homogeneous catalysis, heterogeneous catalysis. First, let us study homogeneous catalysis with example. In homogeneous catalysis, reactants and the catalyst are in the same phase. That is, they may be in solid, liquid or gaseous phase. Consider the example of hydrolysis of sugar. This reaction is catalyzed by hydrogen ions furnished by sulfuric acid. Sugar is in aqueous phase, that is liquid phase. Water and sulfuric acid both are in liquid phase. Glucose and fructose both are in aqueous medium, that is liquid phase. Both the reactants and the catalysts are in the same phase, that is liquid phase. Therefore, the hydrolysis of sugar is an example of homogeneous catalysis. Next, consider the example of manufacturing of sulfuric acid by chamber process. Here, the reactants sulfur dioxide and oxygen are in gaseous medium. Catalyst nitric oxide is also in gaseous medium. Reactants and catalysts are in the same phase, that is gaseous medium. Hence, this is an example of homogeneous catalysis. Next, let us study about heterogeneous catalysis with examples. In heterogeneous catalysis, reactants and the catalyst are in different phases. Consider the example of preparation of ammonia by Haber process. Observe this chemical reaction. Reactants nitrogen and hydrogen are in gaseous medium. Catalyst ion is in solid phase. Hence, reactants and the catalyst are in different phases. Therefore, this reaction is an example of heterogeneous catalysis. Consider second example, oxidation of sulfur dioxide into sulfur trioxide in the presence of platinized asbestos. Observe this chemical reaction. Reactant sulfur dioxide is in gaseous phase. Catalyst platinized asbestos is in solid phase. Hence, reactants and the catalyst are in different phases. Therefore, oxidation of sulfur dioxide into sulfur trioxide in presence of platinized asbestos is an example of heterogeneous catalysis. Now let us study different types of catalysts. Catalysts are of three types on the basis of their influence towards chemical reactions. They are positive catalysts, negative catalysts, and autocatalysts. Let us study them one by one. When a catalyst increases the rate of chemical reaction, it is called as positive catalyst. As an example, consider the decomposition of potassium chlorate in presence of manganese dioxide as catalyst. Observe this chemical reaction. Potassium chlorate decomposes to give potassium chlorate. potassium chloride and oxygen in presence of manganese dioxide as catalyst. The presence of manganese dioxide increases the rate of chemical reaction. Hence, manganese dioxide acts as a positive catalyst in the above example. When a catalyst decreases the rate of chemical reaction, it is called as negative catalyst. Consider oxidation of chloroform as an example. In presence of oxygen, chloroform undergoes oxidation and forms poisonous compound known as carbonyl chloride. When 2% ethanol is added to chloroform, it retards the rate of reaction, that is, decreases the rate of reaction. Hence, ethanol acts as a negative catalyst in the above example. Third type of catalyst is autocatalyst. When one of the products of a reaction itself acts as a catalyst for that reaction, the phenomenon is called as autocatalysis. The substance which acts as a catalyst is called as autocatalyst. Consider the example of hydrolysis of ethyl acetate. Observe the chemical reaction. During the hydrolysis of ethyl acetate, acetic acid and ethanol is formed. One of the product, that is acetic acid, will act as a catalyst. Hence, acetic acid is an autocatalyst in the above example. Let us now try to understand the concept of catalytic promoter and catalytic inhibitor. Catalytic promoter is a substance which, when added in small quantities, promotes the activity of catalyst. Consider the example of Haber's process. Observe this chemical reaction. In Haber's process, nitrogen and hydrogen combine to form ammonia in presence of iron as a catalyst. In this reaction, small amount of molybdenum is added. Added molybdenum increases the rate of catalyst, that is iron. Hence, molybdenum is catalytic promoter in this example. Catalytic inhibitor is a substance which inhibits the catalytic activity to accelerate a reaction. That is, it is a substance which destroys the activity of a catalyst to accelerate the reaction. Sometimes the presence of some substances destroy the efficiency of the catalyst. These are called as catalytic inhibitors. Consider the example of oxidation of sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide. Observe this chemical reaction. The platinum catalyst, which is used in oxidation of sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide, is destroyed by the presence of arsenic trioxide. Hence, arsenic trioxide acts as an inhibitor in this reaction. Hope you have understood the concept of catalytic promoter and catalytic inhibitor. Next, we shall study some important industrial applications of catalyst. Vanaspati ghee is obtained by hydrogenation of oil using nickel as catalyst. Polymerization of alkenes is done by using phosphoric acid as catalyst. Ethyl alcohol is manufactured by fermentation of glucose using zymase as catalyst. Cracking of heavy petroleum fraction can be done by silica and alumina gel. Ammonia is manufactured from nitrogen and hydrogen by Haber's process in presence of iron as catalyst and molybdenum as promoter. Manufacture of sulfuric acid by contact process is carried out using platinum as catalyst. Manufacture of nitric acid by Ostwald's process is carried out using platinum gas. Acetic acid is obtained from acetaldehyde by oxidation using vanadium pentoxide as catalyst. That completes the topic catalysis. We have now studied the entire unit of chemical bonding and catalysis in detail. Let me test your understanding now. Answer these multiple choice questions immediately. Hope all of you enjoyed all the sessions of this unit. Thank you.